from where I'm sitting, hopefully I'm not going to fall from here, that you can tell maybe which story I'm reading next. I'm reading a Magic Treehouse book. And I don't read a Magic Treehouse book very often because Miss Journey read it to her first graders last year, and so I don't want to always do a book that you've already heard, but some of you may have never heard this book. This is Earthquake in the Early Morning by Mary Pope Osborne, and she wrote all the Magic Treehouse books. And we're going to start with the prologue, which is before the beginning of the book, actually. So I'm going to read the prologue. One summer day in Frog Creek, Pennsylvania, a mysterious treehouse appeared in the woods. 8-year-old Jack and his 7-year-old sister Annie climbed into the treehouse. They found that it was filled with books. Jack and Annie soon discovered that the treehouse was magic. It could take them to the places in the book. All they had to do was point to a picture and wish to go there. Along the way, Jack and Annie discovered that the treehouse belongs to Morgan Le Fay. Morgan is a magical librarian from Camelot, the long-ago kingdom of King Arthur. She travels through time and space gathering books. In Magic Treehouse books 5 through 8, Jack and Annie help free Morgan from a spell. In books 9 through 12, they solved 4 ancient riddles and became master librarians. In Magic Treehouse books 13 through 16, Jack and Annie had to save 4 ancient stories from being lost forever. In Magic Treehouse books 17 through 20, Jack and Annie freed a mysterious little dog from a magic spell. In Magic Treehouse books 21 through 24, Jack and Annie have a new challenge. They must find 4 special kinds of writing for Morgan's library to help save Camelot. They are about to set off to find the third of these. Chapter 1. Tweet, tweet. Jack sat up in bed. He stared out his window. The sky was dark gray. The sun would be rising soon. It's almost time, he whispered to himself. The day before, in the Magic Treehouse, Morgan's note had said, "Come back tomorrow in the early morning." Jack jumped out of bed. He put on his jeans and t-shirt. Then he grabbed his backpack and crept out into the hall. Jack peeked into Annie's room. He wasn't there. She wasn't there. He slipped downstairs and out the front door. Annie was sitting on the porch steps. Jack sat beside her. "What are you doing?" he asked. "I was waiting for the birds to start singing," said Annie. "Then I was going to wake you up." Jack and Annie watched the sky go from dark gray to light gray. Then the birds began their song. "Tweet, tweet," said Annie. Without another word, Jack and Annie left their porch. They headed up their street to the Frog Creek woods. It was cool beneath the trees. Jack and Annie hurried through the woods to the rope ladder. It hung from the tallest oak. At the top of the oak was the Magic Treehouse. They climbed up into the treehouse. It was barely light inside. Annie picked up the note lying on the floor. She held it up to the window and read aloud, "Dear Jack and Annie, Camelot is in trouble. To save the kingdom, please find 4 kinds of writing for my library. Something to follow, something to send, something to learn, something to lend. Thank you, Morgan." Jack took a deep breath. "Okay," he said. "We have our first special writing, a list from the Civil War." "We have the second," said Annie, "a letter from the Revolutionary War." "We have the third," said Jack, "a poem from a pioneer schoolhouse." "Now we just need one more," said Annie. "I wonder why we have to find these special writings for Morgan's library," said Jack. "How are they going to save Camelot?" "I don't know," said Annie, "but let's get going. We can solve the mystery. Where's our research book?" They looked around the treehouse. Their Pennsylvania book, the book that had always brought them home, was lying in the corner. Beside it was another book. Annie picked it up. "This is it," she said. She showed the book's cover to Jack. It said, "San Francisco, California, 1906. "California?" said Jack. "I've always wanted to go to California." "Me too," said Annie. She laughed. "I guess I told Miss McNeely the truth after all." "Yeah," said Jack, smiling. The Magic Treehouse had taken them to a pioneer school in their last adventure. There, Annie had told the teacher, Miss Neely, that they were on their way to California. Annie pointed at the cover of the California book. "We really wish we could go there," she said. The wind started to blow. The treehouse started to spin. it spun faster and faster. Then everything was still, absolutely still. And that's the end of chapter 1 and the prologue.